Why we compare ourselves to others. Almost everyone does it. You see someone more successful, more confident, more attractive, more talented, or seemingly happier than you, and without even thinking about it, you compare yourself to them. The question is why? Why do human beings compare themselves to other people so often? Part of the reason is that comparison is natural. Our brains are constantly trying to understand where we stand in the world. We compare ourselves to others to measure progress, learn new skills, and understand our place within a group. In small amounts, comparison can be useful. It can motivate us to grow and improve. The problem begins when comparison stops being a tool and becomes a habit. Instead of learning from others, we start judging ourselves against them. Instead of asking, what can I learn from this person? We ask, why am I not like them? That question often leads to frustration rather than growth. One challenge is that we rarely compare fairly. We compare our everyday reality to someone else's highlights. We see their achievements, their best moments, their successes, but we usually do not see their doubts, failures, struggles, or insecurities. As a result, the comparison is incomplete from the very beginning. Social media can make this even more difficult. People naturally share moments they are proud of: vacations, achievements, celebrations, exciting experiences. There is nothing wrong with that. But when we see only the best parts of many people's lives, it can create the illusion that everyone else is doing better than we are. Comparison can also make us overlook our own progress. When people focus entirely on where others are, they stop noticing how far they themselves have come. A person may have grown tremendously over the years and still feel inadequate simply because they are focused on someone further ahead. Another problem is that every person's journey is different. People start from different circumstances. They have different opportunities, different challenges, different strengths, different goals. Comparing two lives as if they are identical often ignores these important differences. Sometimes comparison comes from insecurity. When people are uncertain about their own value, they may look to others for evidence of how they measure up. The more they depend on external comparisons, the harder it becomes to develop genuine self confidence, because there will always be someone who appears better in some way. A healthier approach is to compare yourself primarily to your past self. Ask questions like, what have I learned? How have I grown? What am I doing better today than I did before? This kind of comparison focuses on progress rather than competition. This does not mean you should ignore successful people. Other people can inspire us, teach us, motivate us. The goal is not to stop noticing others. The goal is to stop using their success as evidence of your failure. Someone else's achievement does not reduce your worth. In the end, comparison is a natural part of being human. But when comparison becomes constant, it can distract us from our own path. There will always be people ahead of you in some areas and behind you in others. What matters most is not where you stand compared to everyone else. What matters is whether you are continuing to learn, grow, and move forward in your own life, because your journey was never meant to be an exact copy of someone else's. Thank you so much for watching.